Dear friends, I am Father Mandra and I warmly welcome you to Bodhini, the Neural Chapel, also known as BNC, where the eternal teachings of Jesus meet the transforming insight of neuroscience. In our previous session, we reflected on the first movement in the meditation of the tax collector from Luke chapter 18, verse 13. He stood far off. We understood this as the sacred I stand far, a neural and spiritual withdrawal from noise, performance, and pretense. Today, we take a deeper step into the second movement of meditation. He would not even look up to heaven. At first glance, this might seem like an act of guilt or symbolic humility. But there is more. This is not about religious posturing, and certainly not about poor eyesight. It is much more. It is a neurophysiological act, a movement of the nervous system into stillness. It shows how prayer and meditation begin not with words, but with the body. Let's begin with something we often overlook. The body speaks first. Whether you are a monk in silence, a priest at the altar, a member of parliament, a mother in a market, a farmer on the field, a CEO in a meeting, a student at a desk, or a tax collector in a temple. The body does not lie. It is a truth teller, a neural mirror of our nervous system, of what is really happening inside us. You might say, I am fine, or I am at peace. But if your shoulders are tense, your breath shallow, your eyes darting, your body tells another story. Your posture, your breath, your gaze, all these reveal the state of your inner world. In truth, the body prays before the mouth does. It reveals whether we feel safe or guarded, whether we are present or performing, whether we are inwardly still or outwardly striving. And here is the key. If the nervous system is in a state of tension, true prayer cannot begin, no matter how sincere words may sound. So let's look at what happens that state. To enter into true stillness, we need to understand the nervous system, the master regulator of our inner world. It has two main branches. The first, the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, nicknamed the fight or flight mode. This system activates when we feel unsafe or under pressure. It prepares us for action. Heart rate increases. Breathing quickens. Muscles tense. Awareness tends outward. This is incredibly useful in emergencies, but not for reflection or prayer. When the sympathetic system dominates, you may feel restless, distracted, self-conscious, unable to fully let go. This was the Pharisee's state, even in the temple. His body was still performing, still active, still striving. The second, the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS, nicknamed the rest and digest mode. This is the system responsible for slowing things down, creating a sense of calm, connection, and inner awareness. When the PNS is active, breathing deepens, heart rate slows, muscles relax, digestion improves, awareness turns inward. This is where stillness begins, and this is where the tax collector's body had arrived. He didn't come to prove anything. He was not trying to be seen. His nervous system had settled enough to say, I am safe now. I can be still. Dear friends, let's turn to the powerful praise. He would not even look up to heaven. This is not about feeling unworthy. It is a neurophysiological signal, a visible marker that his nervous system had shifted into a state of safety. According to polyvagal theory developed by Stephen Porges, our body constantly scans the environment, asking a single unconscious question: am I safe? This internal process is called neuroception. The answer is no. We prepare to fight, flee, or freeze. Our eyes remain alert and scanning. We stay ready for the next threat. But if the answer is yes, breathing slows, gaze softens or lowers, the nervous system permits reflection, prayer becomes possible. The tax collector's lowered gaze shows us that his nervous system was no longer defending, it was releasing. Because the position of the eyes is a key indicator of your nervous system's state. Let's make this very practical. When you feel unsafe or alert, eyes scan, pupils widen, muscles tighten, your focus is external. Even with your eyes closed, your attention can still be outward, still on guard. But when you feel safe, the gaze naturally softens and lowers. The eyes may even close. Awareness turns inward. The muscles melt into rest. This is not symbolic. It is embodied neuroscience. When the tax collector didn't look up, it was not avoidance. It was arrival. He had entered what scientists call the ventral vagal state, a calm, grounded condition of the nervous system that allows for intimacy, healing, and contemplation. This state is where real prayer begins, not with striving or performance, but with quiet surrender. Dear friends, so what have we uncovered today? The simple act of not looking up was far from shameful. It was a sacred descent into the body's natural, language of surrender. The tax collector's gaze dropped because his body recognized. There is no threat here. You don't need to scan. You may turn inward now. That moment was not weakness. It was wisdom. It was the first to step into contemplative stillness. And so I invite you, before your next prayer or meditation, not to begin with words, but with the body. Let your breath deepen. Let your eyes soften. Let your muscle release. Let your nervous system speak. Because before the soul can speak, the body must first say, I am safe. Dear friends, in our next session, we will go further. How eye position shapes brain state, and why inner vision begins when outer performance ends. Until then, stay still, stay aware, and let your body lead you home. This is Bodhini, the Neural Chapel. Thank you.